Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Anirudh and today's video is about loneliness. So let's get right into the video. Loneliness. In this video, we will be learning as to what is loneliness and the modern world's impact on our social interactions. We all feel lonely from time to time. Here are some examples of such situations. When we don't have someone to sit down for lunch with, or when we move to a new city, or when nobody has time for us on the weekend, or when they give you good news and you have no one to share it with. Over the past decades, this occasional feeling has become more chronic. In the United Kingdom, around 60% of 18 to 34-year-olds often feel lonely. In the US, 46% of the entire population feels lonely from time to time. In India, around 20% of 15 to 34-year-olds feel lonely, but these numbers could be a lot higher. It's ironic that we are living in the most connected time in human history, and yet an unprecedented number of us feel lonely or depressed. Feeling lonely and being alone isn't the same thing. When you're alone, you can be very happy, but you hate every second that you're with your friends. It is usually a disorder that is neglected. On the other hand, you can be home alone, but you don't experience loneliness. Loneliness is a purely subjective experience. If you feel lonely, you are lonely. It's a common belief or a stereotype that loneliness only affects people who do not know how to interact socially with other people. But population-based studies have repeatedly shown that social skills do not affect adults when it comes to social connections. Loneliness affects everybody. It doesn't matter if you have money, fame, or extraordinary social skills. Nothing can save you from loneliness because it's a part of your biology. What is loneliness? It is like a bodily function. Whereas hunger makes you pay attention to your physical needs, loneliness makes you pay attention to your social needs. People who don't like to interact with other people, attend social gatherings, or get away from their friends tend to move away from performing an activity, cry from time to time, or feel fatigue and immobile. This is because of natural selection. Natural selection helped our ancestors improve their interaction with other people. Our brains became more and more tuned to sense complex emotions to form social bonds with other people. Being social slowly became a part of our biology. Gathering food and caring for our children was an impossible task for a single person. Hence, it was important that our ancestors to have proper interaction skills to survive. To avoid alienating ourselves, our bodies came up with social pain. This pain is an alarm system that makes you stop that behavior that will isolate you. This is why rejection from other people hurts, and also this is why loneliness is painful. The concept of loneliness biologically worked fine until humans started making a new world for themselves. The Western society started talking about individualism and focusing on self rather than the community. The downside of the modern world. Concepts like democracy and capitalism emerged, which focused more on the individual than the community as a whole. The increase in loneliness levels started in the Renaissance period in Europe. Epidemic of loneliness. When modern life arrived, people left cattle jobs and left the villages. Cities grew. We moved away from collectivism and focused on the self. Loneliness was more likely than ever because of our busy lives. In countries like US, the number of very close friends dropped from 3 in 1988 to 2 in 2011 and is nearing 1 in 2020 and 2021. The modern world is the major culprit for increase in loneliness levels. We just don't have enough time in our lives to interact properly with other people and sometimes even our own families. Hence, after many years, this loneliness can become chronic. Stress caused by chronic loneliness dangerously affects our health. We will be learning more about the dangerous effects of loneliness on our health in the next part of this series. Thank you very much guys. There is another part of this video where we will be discussing about the adverse effects of loneliness and the treatment to it. So stay tuned. Also like this video, share it to other people and also subscribe to my channel. Bye.